Fear is a powerful force. It drives decisions, shapes lives, and can either lead us to wisdom or bind us in bondage. Jesus, in Matthew 10:28, offers a striking contrast between two kinds of fear, one that paralyzes and another that purifies, one that focuses on earthly threats and one that centers our hearts on eternal realities. This verse is not meant to terrify, but to liberate us, to set us free from the tyranny of man's threats and anchor us in the sovereign fear of God. Do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Jesus was speaking to his disciples, preparing them for persecution, rejection, and even death. He knew the path of truth would not be easy, but he reminds them, and us, that people can only reach so far. The worst the world can do is end our earthly lives. It cannot touch what is eternal, the soul. Fear of man is limited. It's rooted in the here and now. It causes us to silence truth, shrink back from obedience, or trade integrity for acceptance. But when we live under that kind of fear, we're not really living, we're surviving. But rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. This is not a threat, but a wake-up call. Jesus is not saying we should tremble before God because he is cruel, but because he is holy, just, and ultimately in control. The fear of God is not dread, it's awe-filled reverence. It's recognizing that God is not just our creator, but also our judge. He sees beyond appearances. He weighs the heart. He cannot be manipulated or deceived. This fear doesn't drive us away from God, it draws us closer. It leads to repentance, to obedience, to love. Proverbs 9:10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." It's a fear that leads to freedom. Jesus is reordering our fears here. He's saying, don't let your deepest concern be about what people think or what this world might do to you. Let your ultimate concern be, am I right with God? Let this holy fear become a filter. When you're tempted to compromise, ask, who am I fearing right now? When you're facing persecution or rejection, remember, they can't touch my soul. When the pressure to conform is high, let the fear of the Lord remind you of who holds eternity. There's another layer, 1 John 4:18. Perfect love casts out fear. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, but it leads us into the love of God, which casts out all tormenting fear. God, the one we are told to fear, is the very one who loved us so deeply he sent his son to die for us. That kind of fear is not slavery, it is safety. It's a fear that leads to trust. It's a fear that anchors us in grace. So let me ask you, are you fearing what man can do? Are you living to preserve your image or protect your comfort? Or are you fearing the one who holds your eternity? Let the fear of the Lord realign your soul today. It will not crush you. It will set you free. Fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Yes, fear him. But more than that, worship him, trust him, love him. For he alone is worthy.